My name is Nadira. I'll be I'll be sharing with you on the working with pipe networks in Civil3D today. So the agenda is um, I will introduce you the overview of pipe networks, and then in Civil3D what the information that you can actually have in CV3D for pipe networks, and what is the market trends in pipe network design. And basically, just a standard process. I just wanted to show a step-by-step process in CV3D. And also, what is the key features and tools in CV3D that is related to designing your pipe network uh, in infrastructure. Okay, so basically, our company is TechD Malaysia Sdn Berhad. So we are actually the sole distributor in Malaysia starting from 2018. So anything about Autodesk, you can actually find our company or myself, which is the technical solutions consultant. So I basically focus more on the AEC and also ACC, which is the cloud constructions Autodesk system as well. So our Autodesk business ecosystem, we actually have engagement with Autodesk as well, which our principal, and also we always supporting our partner, or maybe on your side you call it as a reseller. So basically we are in the as a middle support system to support Autodesk directly, or sometimes we do some collaboration with our partner or reseller in any workshop, in any events, or sometimes in any user support as well. So for today's session, this is generally Autodesk solutions. Basically, I'm more into AEC, architecture, engineering, and construction. So previously, I also working in consultant and construction industry. So basically, I'm in this industry, and Autodesk also do have design and manufacturing industry, media and entertainment industry, and also water infrastructure innovice. So by today's session, I will actually share with you some relationship between the pipe network design, and then how you can actually do some hydraulic analysis from water infrastructure. So we call it as a AWI, Autodesk Water Infrastructure, but it has been known as Innovice previously and also currently. And in Autodesk solution also, we do have Autodesk Construction Cloud. So this Autodesk Construction Cloud basically is more into document management, basically during the process of pre and post constructions. Of course, there is a lot of document that you wanted to manage within multiple of parties, and this is where our CDE platform, which is the common data environment, you can actually use Autodesk Doc as a CDE platform where you can have the security, you can actually have the permission level, and then it is unlimited data storage in our ACC. So basically, I'll just start with the water management and of sewerage services in Malaysia. This is actually I find out on the post of amendments to the federal constitution. So basically, if you see this process, right, it has you need to do piping in everywhere in the city area, in the rural area, and then we have water treatment plant also, and then we also have the sewage treatment plant. So basically, these two, the uh, basically the piping that is involved in this process. So when it comes to planning, material, and design, of course, we wanted to actually see what kind of pipe materials that you are using, and the fitting as well, and then what is the industry standard that you are used to design the pipe, and then what is the requirements or limitation, maybe in certain of area, like there is a surface that not really stable, so you have a standard pipe or standard diameter that you wanted to use for the infrastructure, for the road infrastructure. Okay, and then of course you need to understand the flow system, uh, where sometimes you need to also consider about the rain, weather, or you need to consider about the population of that area, how much that you need to supply the water, or how much that you need to actually prepare for the sewerage tank, something like that. So basically, these three things is actually related when it comes to your piping network system. And the challenges in piping design is sometimes you have to acknowledge the temperature, the weather condition, and also the area, right? Like right now in Malaysia, sometimes we do have a heavy rain, and it's actually happening, like flood in certain area like Shah Alam or Johor sometimes, or in KL also. And you need to consider of the picking the right materials for the piping system, for the main hole, for the inlet, that kind of parts, connecting parts to the piping. And of course, you need to consider the piping stress and vibrations when there is some circumstance happen. So you need to actually consider this, and what is the like, because you actually install the piping and also main hole under the road, okay, under the house or under the railway station. So you need to consider the pressure on the top of that area. So the overview of Civil3D for pipe networks, you can actually see that it have categorized into category, which is pressure pipe networks. Okay, to use model distribution system under pressure, such as gas and water supply, and also in Civil3D also have gravity pipe networks. Okay, to actually model storm and fall water drainage. Okay, so this is a set of pipe networks that is already in Civil3D. So as you can see here, it has a pipe pipe list informations. So this one is actually a standard part list or default part list that is already in Civil3D. But some of your project might need some standard, or you wanted to customize your own pipe part list, so you can actually do that. And it also have some styles, rules, or render material that you can actually create it for your part network parts. Next thing is infrastructure parts editor. So I just wanted to actually inform you, when you install Civil3D, it is this infrastructure part editor is not come together when you install Civil3D. So what you need to do, each user already have their own Autodesk account. So you need to go to the Autodesk account, and then you need to actually go to the extension. There is a that extension that you can actually download it from CV3D. So if you are using CV3D 2023, so you need to actually download infrastructure part editor 2023 as well. So this one is actually very helpful to you in terms of drainage structure and also pipings. Okay, so before we start, just to make sure that you actually already start your catalog. So these are the three things that you need to make sure that your pipe network catalog is in matrix or imperial, and then when you install this, you need to copy out the pipe network catalog into your server networks, so that everyone is sharing that pipe network catalogs. And then you can actually create a pipe list, adding piping list and also structure list into your project drawings. And then you can actually setting the standard pipe list. So this is example that you can actually do before you start designing your pipe networks. So this is pipe network catalog setting. So like I said just now, this pipe catalog, if you are sharing with your some of designers in your company, so you have to actually copy the catalog into the server. Must be at the same locations, pipes and also structure. Okay, so once done, you can actually create a part list, a standard part list that you are going to use when you do design. So you can actually create any part list inside here. Okay, and then you can add part family. So inside here already have circular pipes, egg-shaped pipes, okay, rectangular pipes, the one that usually engineer are using. And then you can also select the value. So this one is already in catalog. So you can actually select which size that you wanted to have, and you can actually change according to, you cannot change by typing, but you can actually do some selections. If you want to customize it, you have to actually go back to the catalog and custom in that catalog itself. Okay, so before this is just on how you wanted to start pipe network design. But before that, I wanted to just share with you what is the market trends in pipe network design, because it is related when you do piping design. For example, like beam adoption. So when you actually model your piping, your manhole, your infrastructure, it's not like it is not like you just model it, not don't I mean no relationship with the beam things. Actually, when you do some this piping, you model design in CV3D, you can actually export or import into Navisworks, and you can actually do a clash detections with the structure that you are model in Revit, or depending in whatever discipline that you wanted to check for this piping, or maybe related to electrical, or maybe related to other utilities as well. So you can actually always checking for your improvements in terms of design's quality. And next is sustainability. So if you see here, IWK also already started mention that they also are using the sustainable wastewater management. And what I wanted to say is, when you of course when you do piping design, you wanted to actually have this sustainability information to be added when you do design. And I will actually explain this more details when when I actually share with you about our Autodesk water infrastructure, which is Innovice. Okay, and then of course, automation and AI, everyone is actually looking into this. But what I wanted to share with you is one of the thing is SCADA, Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System. So this SCADA system is actually can be integrated with Innovice system, which mean that um, okay, let me give you some process. You actually do model design piping in Civil3D, and then you import into Innovice for the hydraulic water system. And that one, when you actually do some analysis, and of course you are going to do some constructions on the ground. And this thing, what happen if something is happening with your pipes, with your structure? So of course you wanted to actually connect with IoT, with the sensors. So this SCADA is actually can pull the information from the alert system that you actually connected to the pipes. And then it has some analytics informations, automation display on the dashboard, like what is the risk happening. And you should do some um inspections, okay, on the ground to check what's happening. So this kind of things is actually related to sustainable management. Okay. So next is step-by-step process in Civil3D. So I give you the overview of the general process for pipe networks. So usually when you wanted to design, of course, you already done your site survey, because you wanted to have the coordinate sessions, okay, the geolocation, the right geolocation, and then you will actually start draw road, okay, road. And then after that, after your road surface and alignment, of course you will design your pipe networks. Okay, and then this is where the hydraulic analysis comes in. After you design your piping, you wanted to have some analysis or simulation flow of the water flow. So it is actually inside Innovice, which is under info drainage and also InfoWorks ICM. And lastly, of course, after you have done your piping design, you will actually do some documentations, right? So this is where you first, when you wanted to start, of course, this is example that I will share with you how to actually create gravity network, okay, in Civil3D. So there are three categories that you can actually analyze: the road, where is the waterfalls, okay, rainfalls, of course, the highest invert level that you actually see is the highest waterfall from the top to the down of the road. Okay, and then how you can actually connect the pipe inlets and manhole. And the tips, one of the tips is just because this Civil3D is similar, like see the features is actually the engine, the back engine is actually similar like AutoCAD. Okay, so just to make sure that you turn on your OSNAP locations for you to easy when you actually draw the pipe networks. Okay, so example, I already have one sample here, and you can actually start draw your pipe from here. Okay, you can actually create your pipe network. I have my polyline where I wanted to put my main hole curve. Okay, so I rename this as a Storm A webinar, and then I just select the Storm Saver. You can actually select the surface, okay, the road surface that you already created when you actually design your road. Okay, so this one is you can actually select which a structure that you wanted to use, and then the size of pipe. So I just select 15-inch concrete pipe, and you can actually draw pipe and structure together, or you can actually use pipes or structure only. So depending on how you wanted to design your pipe networks. So I just click on my polyline that I already created. Okay, easy for me to actually design this. Okay, next thing I want to tell you is while you are designing your pipe network, you can actually change the pipe size and also structure depending on your project requirements. Okay, so I can actually change this to cylindrical junction structure for storm manhole here. Okay, and then I change my pipe size to 24, and I connect to the next point and the last point where, okay, so just change the structure. So as you can see, it's already have like different parts, different manhole have their own design in Civil3D. So you don't need to actually create your own blocks, but if you want to custom it, yes, it's possible. So once you're done, you can actually view in 3D. Okay, you can actually open your object viewer, okay, by selecting all the pipes. Okay, from this view, isometric view, you can actually see here, or let me open my object viewer. Okay, so this is how it looks like in 3D model. Rectangular manhole. Okay, so basically you actually done creating your pipe network design. And then let's say, for example, that you wanted to change your pipe, because if you see just now I just create a long pipe, but it is not nearer to the road. So you can actually do some changes on that. So from here, because it is too far, okay, I wanted to edit back these pipe networks. And I just wanted to add one manhole here. Okay. And then I will move this manhole to the road area. You can have your pipe size selection as well, but this time I'll just select structures only, not pipe and structure. So I just move to the near to the road. So probably this way is I think it's good compared to just now. Okay, so it's up to you on how you wanted to actually design your pipe networks. And from this, we can actually draw pipes in profile. It's actually very easy to actually show on how it looks like in profile view. Okay, so basically what you need to do is you just go back to the main hole, or you just click on the pipes, okay, and then click on the draw part list, and you just click on your profile, your road alignment profile. So as you can see, you already see one main hole here. So not to worry about the length, because this length is actually follow the grid elevation size, the vertical size. So basically the main hole is just like how you actually see in 3D viewer, is just showed based on the size. But when you actually show it in profile view, of course it is actually follow the vertical informations here. So the next one, I just place pipes, okay? And if you see between the pipes and main hole is already have the connections. And in Civil3D, let's say for example that we wanted to move main hole to the certain area, so you don't have to worry about the connections. Pipes will follow. But just bear in mind, if you move pipes only, so the main hole will not follow. So you just to make sure that when you design, you have to make sure that your pipe connection is followed by each other. Okay. So you can actually display it one by one, okay, in your profile view. And let's say, for example, that during your design, when you design your profile, you notice that the size of your part is a bit bigger. So don't have to worry. You can always change the size back. Okay. So next thing is, once you already have this some information, pipe information, main hole information, of course you wanted to export the information in like table informations. Okay, so this one I just share inside here where the 3D viewer, okay, that I've selected few pipes and main hole inside Civil3D. Okay, so if you wanted to see all, then you have to select all, then it will actually show with you. So once you're done with the profile view and then you already completed, of course, this is the annotations that you can actually create it when you draw the pipe networks. But what I wanted to actually show to you is you also can export this information into a table. So this table is actually, I think, very good when you do when you wanted to have a construction drawings. Okay, so you just go to the annotate tab and then add table. Okay, so you select the which part networks that you wanted to create the table. So now you already have the structure table. So you have structure, all the structure inlets, okay, your end wall, okay, your end wall information, your surface information, your pipe information, what is the invert level, in the invert level in, also the in and out. Okay, so this information I think is very good for engineering services, because you have to leveling between the pipe and also between the root as well. So this is part of the design stage for for your pipe network design. But the next step I wanted to actually share with you is Autodesk water infrastructure, or maybe you call it as Innovice. So before I start, maybe just give you introduction. Maybe you still not known about this Innovice. So just see this video first.
Nadira, there's no sound.
Oh, no sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
The demands on our water resources and pressure on our water infrastructure have never been greater. The combination of rising costs, an aging workforce, deteriorating infrastructure, and impacts of climate change has made the task of managing our finite water resources one of our great present-day challenges, one that requires intelligent planning and operational efficiency. As an expert in water management, the world is looking to you to get this right. And whether the challenge is too much or not enough, Autodesk is here to help you manage every drop with comprehensive technology for all your water infrastructure needs. From stormwater to wastewater networks, treatment plants to distribution systems, asset management to data analytics, we can help reduce risk while delivering reliability, dependability, and performance. By utilizing Autodesk's end-to-end software solutions, you'll find efficiencies spanning all phases of the water asset lifecycle: planning, design, construction, operations, and maintenance. Autodesk's digital modeling tools and cloud-based solutions support increased collaboration while reducing design time and rework, helping you create, analyze, and manage a resilient water infrastructure more efficiently and with better quality. Optimize land use with advanced design tools for sustainable drainage. Limit environmental and community impact with improved stormwater and wastewater planning and management. Deliver reliable and safe drinking water through better analysis. Improve operational efficiencies and system reliability through data analysis and optimization. Make informed decisions with streamlined asset condition, risk, and rehabilitation planning. These comprehensive technologies will help you get better, more desirable outcomes to ensure that water is everywhere it needs to be.
Okay. So basically Innovice, if you see here, so it is in design stage where you can actually, there's an interoperability between Civil3D and also InfoWork ICM, or with Info Drainage, and also Info Water Pro. So, but today I'll just share with you about the Info Drainage. And as you can see, it also can be saved in our cloud, okay, for everyone to actually see the informations, viewing the design model or comment about the design management, or any related Okay, and then it also cover under towards operations and maintenance. So this is the, I think, the really important part where all your asset and maintenance must be monitored, um, and must be maintained year by year. All right, so the key solution for Autodesk water infrastructure is this. Okay, you can actually see there is a 6 I would say solutions for drainage, for storm, sewer and flood, for water distribution. So basically water distribution is more into water treatment plant, also asset management and operational analytics. So this is where we can actually see the real time when you actually connecting the infrastructure with the sensor, like I actually explained to you just now about the SCADA system. So it can be integrated with SCADA, and you can actually see all the analytics, risk analysis in a dashboard. Okay, so for this one, info drainage is actually a drainage design software. Previously, it developed by Innovice, but now part of Autodesk. So it focused more on the stormwater and wastewater management. So basically, it has been used by civil engineers, environmental engineers, planners to create, analyze, and also optimize the drainage network. So this information you can actually import from Civil3D. And info drainage also allow for robust design, simulation, and reporting of drainage system, which is supporting sustainable drainage and compliance with regulations. So when you design do analysis in info drainage, okay, it actually provide advanced hydraulic and hydrological modeling to analyze water flow, okay, and assess how drainage system perform during storm events. Of course, the weather, the rain information you have to import into Innovice, and then you can actually um um mesh with the design, the information, the input of your pipe network design, and then you can actually run the analysis from there. So info drainage actually support both for 1D and 2D simulation to evaluate the surface water flooding and also overflow path. So this one, you can actually download the info drainage plugin. Okay, if you actually are working for both solutions. So once you do analysis in info drainage, you can actually always import back into Civil3D, and the export file you can actually export by using len XML or .dwg or .dxf. So now when you integrate info drainage with CAD or BIM tools like AutoCAD or Civil3D, so it actually gives you a seamless coordination with broader civil engineering workflow. So the software also support GIS integrations, allow user to incorporate with spatial data and improve design accuracy. So you can always change back your design, pipe network designs once you already import the hydraulic analysis into Civil3D. Okay. So basically the workflow integration between Civil3D and info drainage is something like this. Okay, like you can actually import and export through LAN XML, and you can actually perform the hydraulic analysis to understand the flow capacity or velocity and also the pressure within the pipe networks. Okay, and then like you actually saw just now, you can actually export back the analysis back to Civil3D. And of course, lastly, you wanted to have a final documentation for detailed drawings, plans, profile, and section in Civil3D. So, before I end my session today, I wanted to highlight what is the key features and tools in Civil3D. As you see, right now, okay, the first thing is pipe network modeling tool, which is you can actually see the detailed overview of tools available for creating and manage your pipe networks. And it also has a dynamic component where you can actually use parametric objects to flag to design design it more flexible. Okay, and then analysis tools where you can integrate hydraulic and hydrologic analysis capability. The one that I showcased to you just now is only info drainage. Okay, we can actually have another session for info water or ICM. And of course, it also for visualization. So you can actually see the 3D modeling and better understanding of the pipe networks. And lastly is your data management, where you can actually efficient to handling the project data and version control of your drawing design.